It's been a little more than 24 hours since a woman was shot and killed in front of her 6 children following a dispute.
I was in the backyard and I heard a loud sound, and I came out and I saw the accident.
Eustace Norris says his car was hit. He also saw the woman's children, who narrowly missed getting shot.
5 or 6 kids in the car in the SUV, and they were crying like crazy and had some blood on them in the back of the shirt.
Around 3:45 p.m. on May 23rd, Miami-Dade police were called to the area of Oak Grove Park, located at Northeast 159th Street and 6th Avenue, for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would find a crashed vehicle with an unresponsive woman in the driver's seat.
We are right at the corner of Northeast 8th Avenue and 159th Street. Off in the distance, you can see Miami-Dade police now investigating this shooting that they arrived to, and we can tell you that there are multiple units here on scene. We also just saw a Miami-Dade police officer being treated by paramedics as well. Just as we arrived at the area of Northeast 159th Street near 6th Avenue, we spotted at least 3 vehicles with severe damage that appear to be involved in a wreck. Miami-Dade police tell me that their officers responded to the area near Oak Grove Park after they received reports of a shooting. When officers arrived, they discovered a woman had been shot, and while they attempted to rush her to the hospital, she unfortunately died on scene. For the past few moments, we have been watching as they have been questioning witnesses as they now work to get a description of the suspect. I can also tell you that detectives continue to arrive here. They're also going home to try and obtain some sort of surveillance video that may have captured a description of the suspect or a description of the vehicle that the suspect may have been driving in.
The victim was identified as 33-year-old mother of 7, Jeretha Lawson, who was pronounced dead at the scene despite life-saving measures from the Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. According to witnesses, a dispute began between Jeretha and another group before it quickly turned deadly. At some point, a firearm was produced, prompting Jeretha to flee in her vehicle with her 6 children inside. A bullet would strike her in the head, causing her to crash into 2 parked vehicles. A witness who heard the crash before running out to investigate said she noticed the gunshot wound to Jeretha's head as she heard her kids screaming out in horror. Jeretha's children, who were physically uninjured, sadly had to witness the brutal and senseless murder of their mother right before their very eyes, something no child should ever have to witness. The children were quickly removed from the graphic scene as investigators worked hard to put the pieces of the case together. Detectives said the suspect involved in the shooting fled the scene before they arrived, and that they are continuing to work to find and speak with additional individuals who were involved in the dispute. Jeretha's boyfriend of 5 years informed local news outlets that she worked as a home health care aide and was a giving person. He also confirmed that one of Jeretha's children was not inside of the vehicle during the time of the shooting.
We just spoke with a longtime neighbor, Colleen McCarthy, who vividly remembers what her children were saying.
Well, I was in the back and I heard a crash, and I heard a bunch of screaming, and it sounded like a bunch of kids got hit by a car. That's what it sounded like. It was really intense. And I kept hearing the kids saying, "That was my mom. That's my mom. That's my mom." And of course, I just, I didn't know what was going on. I knew that something really bad happened. I ran in because I would take care of my mom. I pray to God they find them, or whoever it was. I just can't imagine somebody doing that in front of their children.
A source close to the family telling us she worked as a home health care aide, and she was a mother to 7 children, 6 of whom were with her when she was murdered.
It was surreal to see these kids carrying on the way they do.
A witness describes the horror of seeing 6 children react to their mother's killing, the shooting happening right before their eyes, the killer still on the run.
We don't know how many subjects were involved. We don't know if they fled on foot or if they fled in a vehicle.
It happened just before 3 o'clock Tuesday along Northeast 159th Street near Oak Grove Park. Nearby Oak Grove Elementary was in the process of dismissing students. The victim was behind the wheel of an SUV with her 6 children ranging between the ages of 7 and 17 as passengers. Miami-Dade police say some sort of argument led to the gunfire.
I was in the backyard and I heard a loud sound.
Yo escuché 2. Uno que como fue un disparo, uno, y el otro fue más fuerte el choque.
The injured woman lost control of her car while trying to flee, slamming into parked cars, one of which belonged to Eustace Norris, who saw the children screaming for their mother.
They were crying like crazy and had some blood on them.
Y los niños empezaron a gritar, Ma, ma, ma.
Police identified the victim as 33-year-old Jeretha Lawson. So far, no suspects or persons of interest have been identified or arrested. Police are looking into whether the shooter was known to the victim and what the argument was all about.
I have kids myself, and it hurts a lot.
And as you can see, there are still signs of what happened here just behind me in the grass, pieces of debris from those vehicles.
Now her children, ranging in ages 7 and 17 years old, will have to navigate through life without their mother. Jeretha's oldest daughter has since created a GoFundMe page to help with funeral and living expenses. She states the following: "We need help getting the person that took our mother that was a soldier who never would have left us. She always came back to us, but now she will never see us again because of a coward that took her life in front of us." Jeretha's friends and family, along with police, are pleading with the public to come forward with any information leading to the arrest of the suspect or suspects involved in the shooting. The case remains ongoing.